What you been up to, man?
Man, enjoying where I am. Where I am, buddy. Yeah.
It look cold outside, man.
It's only cold to the end of the day. That's why you buy coats and hats and gloves and all that stuff. Man.
You got prepared for it.
Yeah. So to keep yourself warm.
Okay. I like that adaptation. So like, I got just to segue into this. Played basketball like overseas in a new culture. What was that like?
Oh man, it was a great experience. I was a little reluctant at first because I was going into a total new space. I couldn't speak the language, and crazy enough, once I got there, I was in a place where there were very limited amount of people that spoke English because I was in the northern part of Spain, in Galicia, and it was a little bit of a challenge, at first. I'd been married about 5 years, and we had our first child, and my daughter was about 5 months old, and so I'm in a new space, don't really know where I am, and trying to adapt and adjust, but my whole mindset is a lot. I got a wife and I got a kid at home that I take care of.
Yeah.
So regardless, I need to do what I need to do. But it was different. It was challenging. Once I had the conversation with my wife about you guys need to be here, it helped out the whole situation. So 2 or 3 weeks later, my wife and child arrived, and it helped kind of calm things down for me.
Yeah, like a lot of like anxiety and stuff like that.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Not a lot, a little bit. Once again, I was not so much as a loner, but I was good with being with me. And, I didn't have to have somebody around, in order to validate me or in order to, enjoy myself. I was okay with, doing Andre. And I think that helped me out, being over there. And then once the other 2 Americans showed up, it helped out even more. So I could, had a couple guys I could conversate with too,
Yeah. So like being overseas and outside of the United States, it brought you out your comfort zone.
Yeah.
And I know we talked about comfort zone out the camera and stuff like that. So like, what is your take on coming out your comfort zone?
Well, I think it grows you. Getting out your comfort zone and being willing, try to adapt and to try to get better and move forward outside your comfort zone. It helps you grow. Just trying to learn how to speak the language. You found out that once you try to adapt to their culture, they embrace you, and man, things began to get easier and easier.
Exactly. Yeah. So, is it hard? They say English is the hardest language to learn. Was Spanish hard?
Of course, it was a little difficult. It took me, I want to say, probably two and a half years, to really kind of get
to be fluent.
Yeah, to get the language, to be able to do like my own interviews, like we're doing now, and it was gradual. It was gradual, but I began to get it, and then it made me feel so good that there's an interview process that's going on, and people are coming in with the cameras, and you don't have to have a translator. So they can ask you the questions, and you can respond, and then you can laugh about stuff, and then you have that kind of conversation. And it did wonders for me, and it helped me out a great deal. And friends and people that I came in contact with, and it was
So wait, so you did post interviews speaking in Spanish fluently? That's crazy. Nah, that's dope though. I give you my flowers for that. So like, what's some experiences that you have experienced overseas that you brought here, even as a coach or onto your fellow friends?
Because I mean, we still do some drills now that I got from overseas, just regular, even just warm up drills, stuff that we did over there. I bring it to the fold, and then I was blessed enough to be coached by a gazillion coaches, on this side and in Spain.
Yeah.
I played for, 8, 9 different teams over in Spain, and probably more here in the States, different leagues that I played in. So I had the tutelage of a lot of different coaches, and so you take little tidbits, from different coaches that you feel like that fit what it is that you do.
Who was your idol? Like, who would you look up to on the court, or just not off the court?
Well, on the court, man. Like it's something because Isaiah Thomas. I was a small guy, and so I would, try.
Wait, Isaiah Thomas, Celtics, the short one, or
Isaiah, the real Isaiah?
He said the real
Detroit.
What's crazy, bro? You kind of, what I'm saying, you kind of favor him a little bit too.
Look, man, I take that, as absolutely as a compliment. But Zeke was this is my guy. You know, and man, you talking about, you look at a guy, his height that could dominate the ball, handle the basketball. I didn't see anybody else that could handle the basketball like Isaiah, pass the basketball like Isaiah. And I'm not saying other guys couldn't pass the basketball better, because there was a guy named Magic Johnson who I also, who was my idol that I watched, and I marveled because of his passing ability and understanding that at 6'9", what he was doing was bringing the ball up the court and running fast breaks. So between Isaiah Thomas and Magic Johnson, Isaiah Thomas because I identified directly with him, size and everything that he was doing, and try to emulate what he was doing on the court. But Magic Johnson, because of the great vision that he had, and he was a point guard.
Yeah, and is that what encouraged you, like, to be a facilitator, to hold the records and stuff like that?
Absolutely, no doubt. Because Isaiah could score the basketball, but Isaiah had a good team in that 17 Indiana University, and they won a national championship. But he was a great passer because he had good guys, good teammates that he could get that ball to, and he facilitated. He scored when necessary, but he got the ball to his guys too that scored, and ultimately, you win a championship not by point guard shooting and scoring all the balls, but making sure the other guys get it.
Involving the team, the whole entire team.
Absolutely.
Right. But what builds a championship team?
Man,
is that a part of it, or?
Oh, absolutely. And guys think that there's just one particular thing that does it. But as a coach, my whole deal is, first and foremost, is to build the trust of my players. To build a family concept. To build a situation where when we come in here and we have a situation that we're able to talk it out and let's get it out in the open, and then let's move past it and head on to something better and not continue to go down that road, because now we stagnant. We do good, take 2-3 steps forward, and then take 3-4 steps backwards. And so you stagnate your team. But it's building that trust. Continuing to build a family concept, because you build a family atmosphere in these guys, then the trust continues to build, and then the other things come into play. By being committed, by being held accountable. So I can hold you accountable. That's important. Team starts holding each other accountable. Now we building something. The coach don't have to do it all the time. The team, your own teammates hold you. You come to practice, you're not playing hard, you're not practicing hard. Then your teammates tell you that you're not practicing hard, and they get on you, and then you got something to say back. That's when I come into play. You don't have the right to come back. Now your teammates get on you because you're not doing right. So,
exactly.
Now you building something special.
And it just teaches them small tactics to be a man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, it's life. It's life. This life skills, man. This life skills. I told them this in these 4 lines. This basketball is just a vehicle. It's just a vehicle to you becoming a man, to you becoming a productive individual in this world, to you becoming something that your kids and your grandkids will be proud of, and you can say, I'm leaving a real legacy.
Yeah, a real legacy. I think that's what it's all about, though. Leaving a legacy behind. Yeah, people always remember you.
Yeah, absolutely. And you have to think about that. So what do you want to be? Known for, when I put that dirt on you, that tombstone. So what do you want me to say about you, when it's over with?
Do you feel like he credits you a legacy?
I'm creating.
Still creating, I like that.
Absolutely. I'm creating, man, and try to continue to surround myself with individuals that the mindset is the same as the conversation with my children. Stay around like-minded people. If you try to do something extremely positive, you're trying to do well, stay around like-minded people. My daughter, who's she's married now, but I think her 8 or 9 friends that she have, they were all like the top 10 in their class at Ridgeway High School, and they all still good friends. They all are always supporting each other. And it makes a difference in life, because you never know what kind of twists and turns life gonna toss at you. But you got people that you lean on, that you feel confident, that you feel sure about, about talking to them about different things other than family. Because you always have family, be there, but you have other individuals too, in your environment, your surroundings.
100%. Nah, that's dope. It seems like you're a huge father figure. But look, I gotta ask you this though. Do you want a son though?
No, man. I would love to have had a son, man.
It's never too late.
It is for us. My wife and I, we're done. I have grandsons, man, so I'm good. I got 3 grandsons, so my wife and I, 3 of them, man, I love my grandsons so, man, and they keep their joy and their energy. So, you got grandsons, so now you got to make sure you take care of yourself because you want to see those grandsons. You know, you don't want to be, you know, the guy that, oh, come on, let me see you sit in this chair. No, I want to be on the floor.
You want to be able to throw them up and everything. Yeah,
all that, man. So that's why I tell my wife, you know, I mean, you know, I get in the gym and, you know, I run my little, you know, 3.5 miles and try to muscle my weights a little bit, and because I told her you're taking care of yourself, you know, and my wife as well. And so, you know, we'll be married 37 years, and so, you know, it's, you know, there are blessings and all of that, but we did our part. We have 5 beautiful daughters, and so, you know, the sons, you know, it wasn't in his cards for us, you know. The Lord said, I got something for you. I got 5 girls.
Yeah.
I know there's some patience in this man right here, so I'm gonna give him these girls, you know, and take care of these girls. You be a father figure to these girls, and make them see, you know, what it is that perhaps they want to marry, you know, as well. So that's the thing I get from my daughters too. You know?
What was some advice that someone gave you that you still remember today, and that, you know, impacted your life?
I was always taught to be respectful. I was always taught to be a gentleman. And so what did that mean? Well, when women get ready to go through the door, I always, you know, open up the door. Maybe an older lady or a young lady, period, that had boxes they were trying to get out, you know, the trunk of their car. You know, you always said, oh, I got that. You wouldn't let them, you know, carry, you know, heavy stuff. And so those things carried with me, you know, throughout my life. And being a hard worker. You know, I watched my dad get up, you know, 5:30 in the morning, work till 6:30, 7 o'clock at night. You know, not complaining about it, but getting it done. He wasn't the dad that was extremely affectionate, you know, that told you he loved you, but he worked his behind out for 6 days out of the week, and you know, for one day on Sunday, you know, he rested. So my work ethic, no doubt, came, you know, from my dad, because I saw what it meant to get up every morning and grind, and because he wanted to make sure that this mortgage was paid, that there was food on the table, you know, and that, you know, we were able to have, you know, $1 or $2 here, you know, because, you know, back in the day, you know, trying to get $5 from the dad, you were rich.
You were rich.
Yeah, absolutely, you were rich. So, you know, guys would get $5 a day and be like, what this gonna do? You know, you can't even get, you know, decent amount of gas if they have, you know, a car or whatnot. But you know, just and then once again, I was fortunate enough to have a mom and dad at, you know, at home. And so what you try to do is, you know, you try to make sure that you pass that on, you know, to your kids, but also other individuals that you come in contact with, period.
Nah, that's dope, man. I like that. And I want you to continue to keep being great. Keep on getting in the gym, man. Gotta give me, wait. So give me one more. So how long you been running your 3 miles?
Well, it normally takes you about 30 minutes. And so, because I don't amp it up too high, man. I put the, you know, the little speed at about 6.
That low key fast though.
Yeah, but I keep it about 6. So I put 6 on there, and I get it. I get a good rhythm, you know. So my wife and I just yesterday, we were at the gym, and so I encouraged her, hey, come on, get about this, come on, roll with me. So she did. So she rode a bike, you know, we was in the gym, and she rode the bike, and then she, you know, she tripped me or whatnot. So you don't have to run. I said, just put it about 3.4, 3.5. You can get a brisk walk.
Yeah.
So I put it on 6, and I look up, and I get to about 30 minutes. I'm at about 3, you know, 3, and then I amped it up to 7 for the last 7 minutes, and so I end up doing like 3.5 miles, and then, you know, I get out there, you know, mess with little weights a little bit, and try to do a crunch or 2. I see. You know, I'm trying, Dan. I'm trying to hang on in there. So, you know, when it comes down to it, sometimes, you know, in practice, the guys want to challenge you. So, you know,
you got to put it back on them.
Yeah, you got to put it back on them.
But no, I like that, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah. All right. How was that though? That was pretty good.
Yeah, I like the interaction.
Yeah.